Hello YouTubers, welcome to Hollpoll's YouTube channel. It's Hollpoll speaking, and it's been some time since I spoke to you, well before Christmas. I won't bore you with the details as to why I haven't done any clips. Mixture of problems including rewiring the layout, sickness, Christmas, the climate, etc. Well, I'm back now with a review of the Hornby 2 BIL unit in the southern region livery. I wasn't able to get the BR one. Hattons apparently are still waiting for theirs, and in actual fact this Southern Railway one I actually bought in Australia from down in Victoria. You might be able to just see the price on the bottom left hand corner there. It was $185. Well, here she is in all her glory in the southern region livery. The 2 BIL or bi-lavatory, as you can see there with the frosted windows. She has a lavatory in each unit, and she's in a lovely Southern Railway livery with Southern Railway on it, and the detail is quite mind-blowing, even down to the rivets, and as you can see on the front there, the different pipes and what have you. Excuse my ignorance on what they all are, assuming that they couple the units together. Now there's another close-up of the actual Southern Railway livery. It's really beautifully done, and I would have given this unit 10 out of 10, but I'm going to mark it down. I'm going to mark it down to 8 out of 10, and one of the reasons I'm going to mark it down has nothing to do with this actual detail on the unit itself. Hornby were selling these on their own website ahead of any of the other retailers getting them. Now, I'm sorry, but I think that is wrong. The retailers have to work hard to make a living out of their businesses these days, and even though they're probably quite good gross margins on some of these products, they have to mark them down to compete with the big guys. Now, the other reason, only I happened to notice when I first started running it, it hasn't got any lights in it. Now, what is the go there? Am I being selfish? Even the old 4 subunit from way back in the 1960s that they produced, it had a light on the front indicator panel. We've got nothing. So the passengers there are all driving around in the pitch dark. I just find it a bit hard to believe. I can't believe it's been built down to a price. The recommended retail is £128, I think. Hatton's price was £99 if you pre-ordered it. And as I said, I paid $185 for this one bought locally. And I'm quite happy with that. I was just happy to get the thing because it was obvious they're in pretty short supply, and Hatton's told me they're not expecting their BR ones until later in the month. And I've got to be honest, I'm just wondering what exactly is going on at Hornby. We know that they're in a little bit of financial difficulty this financial year because of production problems, etc. But what's happened to the GWR tanks? Now, we were told that the packing was a problem, and they'd be here in January. Well, it's now March and there's still no sign of them. So I don't know what's going on there, and one would hate to think that they get themselves into strife, because it can't be doing their turnover any good. They need new products to keep their turnover going and the interest there. Having said that, it's still a beautiful model, isn't it? And I did see somebody complaining that he thought that on the internet there, one of the model railway forums, that he thought the rivets were too exposed and too exposed, and should be more countersunk than they were. Oh well, you can't please everybody. I have still got one of these on back order with Hatton's, another one to make it into a 4-car unit, which of course they probably more likely ran in 4-car rather than 2 or even more. I can seem to remember standing on New Malden station seeing these come through, and quite often they mixed up 2 HAL, 2 NOL, 2 BIL units all together. So hopefully we might get all those eventually. Personally, I'd like to see one of the 4 core units done now by either Bartman or Hornby. The old Portsmouth units, or Pompies as we used to call them. They were really good. Well, if you're interested in the Southern Region EMUs, you can't go past this book, which is in 2 volumes, called Southern Electric, A New History by David Brown. Now this is volume 2, which covers the mainline electrification, the war years and British Railways. It's put out by those highly regarded publishers, Capital Transport, and the depth of detail in this book is just stunning. And if you're really interested in the history of the Southern Electric EMUs, this is the book to get. And quite naturally it does have a whole chapter on the 2 BILs, and give you a lot more detail than you'll find on the back of the Hornby box, if you're interested and want to take it that far. And there's a photograph of one ex-works there. As you can see, Hornby have got the detail smack on, if you look at that photograph there. Okay guys, that's all from me now. You know the drill. I'll run around the layout for a couple of minutes just to let you have some nice fairly slow shots of her, the 2 BIL unit and 2-car unit coming around the layout, and I'll say goodbye for now and hope to follow up with some more clips for you soon. As I say, only 8 out of 10 for me because of those 2 reasons I gave you earlier. Hornby selling them on their own website prior to the retailers getting them, and the fact it has no lights. No doubt it'll spawn some third party to produce a lighting kit for them. Let's hope so. Next question is, how the hell do you get the top off? They do explain it in the little leaflet that comes with it, but crikey, I don't know whether I'm game to try. Anyway, that's all from me for the moment. Bye for now, and thanks for watching my channel.